CBS 46 counting you down to Election Day. Just under 13 hours left until polls open and voters decide the next mayor of Atlanta.
Atlanta City Council President Felicia Moore taking on City Council member Andre Dickens. Moore had the most votes in the general election, but Dickens is closing the gap according to recent polls.
CBS 46's Haley Mason got a chance to catch up with both candidates today on this Election Day eve. And Haley, this will likely be a very tight race.
Tracy, it will be a very tight race, and unfortunately, officials are not expecting a very high turnout. We know just about 25% of Fulton County voters voted in the general election, and election officials I'm talking to today are expecting even fewer to turn out tomorrow. But in talking to Felicia Moore and Andre Dickens, they tell me they're working all day and night to encourage voters to get out to the polls tomorrow. Andre Dickens and Felicia Moore say they are excited going into the final night before the runoff in the Atlanta mayor's race.
I'm out here just going everywhere right now, knocking on doors, talking to people, just getting the word out.
Our people are out there knocking on doors, ringing phones.
Outgoing City Council President Moore says her top 3 issues are crime, city services, and government transparency. She plans to address these items in her first 100 days in office. An 8-year City Council member Dickens says in his first 120 days, he plans to decrease crime and improve infrastructure and city services, while also addressing affordable housing and income inequality. Dickens has pulled endorsements from Mayor Bottoms and Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis, along with other big-name support.
It's great to have the endorsements of 3 former mayors, of all of the City Council members that are endorsing. They have endorsed me. All of the school board members that are endorsing, they've endorsed me. All of the county commissioners that are endorsing, they've endorsed me.
Moore also gaining support of Judge Glenda Hatchett and DeKalb County Sheriff, along with state leaders.
Well, the best endorsement I can get is that 41% of the voters who voted for me to go back to the polls. That's the endorsement that matters.
But turnout has been an issue. The general election saw just over 36,200 people cast ballots. That's out of more than 846,000 registered voters in Fulton County. A little over 520 ballots came in the mail.
It's unfortunate that people talk, but they don't vote.
Fulton County Commission Chair Rob Pitts says they expect about a 20% turnout Tuesday, but they're preparing 1,600 workers to be ready at 184 sites throughout the county.
We'll have a technician at each of the polling locations. When people do not show up who said that they were going to show up, we have people on the bench ready to replace them. So I think that we're ready to go for tomorrow.
And just to note, this is just one of the many races that are happening tomorrow. There are 3 different mayor's races happening in Fulton County, Fairburn mayor, South Fulton mayor, as well as the Atlanta mayor's race. You also have city council members and school board members running for office as well. So they're encouraging everyone to get out and vote. Reporting live outside the Fulton County Election Warehouse, Haley Mason, CBS 46 News.
Haley, thank you. And speaking of one of those other races, voters will also choose the next City Council president. The candidates are Doug Shipman and Madeline Archibong. The winner replaces Felicia Moore. There are 6 other Atlanta City Council races on the ballot. We've got a full breakdown. Just head to our website, cbs46.com.
Well, a new deadline is proving to be tricky for Georgia voters. Data shows 52% of the absentee ballot applications rejected before the November 2nd election were turned down because they came in after the deadline created by the Senate Bill 202. The new law also limited absentee voting by restricting drop boxes and requiring voters to prove they had a license or other state ID when applying.
A crime